If the clerk will read the amendment.
Amendment to H.R. 2583 offered by Mr. Sherman of California. In Section 501, strike, quote, the following amounts and insert the following. A, in general, the following amounts. In Section 501, add at the end of the following. B, limitation. Of the funds authorized to be appropriated to the Broadcasting Board of Governors, $2.5 million may only be obligated and expended for Voice of America Sindhi language communication. Such funds may not be transferred or reprogrammed or obligated or expended for any other use.
Mr. Sherman, hold on a second before we recognize you. I think we may have to tinker with your amendment a little bit.
I would ask unanimous consent to amend my amendment to read as follows, and this is inspired by Mr. Rohrbacher. Of the funds authorized to be appropriated to the Broadcasting Board of Governors, $1.5 million, big discount here, is authorized to be appropriated only for Sindhi language communication. Such funds may not be used for any other purpose. Do I have you?
Without objection, the amendment has been amended and approved. So we're on the Mr. Sherman amendment as amended. And the gentleman is recognized for 5 minutes to explain his amendment.
For many years, the Pakistani government has focused Pakistan on just using one language, Urdu, when in fact Sindh is spoken by tens of millions of people. We need to reach out to the people of the Sindh province and others who speak the Sindhi language. For the most part, these are people who profess a moderate form of Islam, and yet they're not hearing from us in their native language. There is probably no country more important to us in our efforts against terrorism and extremism than is Pakistan. But we cannot just reach the Pakistani people in the Urdu language. We cannot ignore the southern third of the country. I've received reports from the Voice of America that they could begin communicating in the Sindh language if they were to devote $1.5 million to this. Now, I would think that in their $750 million budget, that they could find the funds necessary to do what might be the most important part of our Voice of America efforts, and that is to reach out to the people of Pakistan. I would also comment that if I can secure support for this amendment, it will not only be the last amendment I offer today, but this will be the last speech I give today in this room. And so I'm willing to offer the committee
Give him $5 million.
I think that might be the most eloquent part of my presentation. There are many things the Voice of America does, but the fact that the country that is probably most important to us from a national security perspective at this time, we are broadcasting only in one language, and we are ignoring the southern third of the country. I think $1.5 million a year to correct that is a good decision for this committee and this Congress to make. And with that, I'll yield back.
Thank you, Mr. Sherman. Based on the fact that you are a level-headed, intelligent person who is trustworthy as a Boy Scout, it seems like a very good amendment, and I don't see any opposition from our side, and we are prepared to accept the amendment. So with that, hearing no further requests for recognition, the question occurs on the Sherman amendment. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the amendment is agreed to. Are there any amendments? Are there any other amendments to this title? Wonderful. Hearing no further amendments to this title, we will